Young horses always are more distractible. Like you can see his ears. He's like looking around. What's going on? What's happening? Okay, so this leg yield off my left leg, I'll put in some clips of the first time I was trying to teach him it, because that has been really hard for him to figure out, is left leg to right rein connection. And I'm really proud that he's getting a lot more coordinated, but this is months of consistent training. And I think that people don't realize how much consistent work it takes to really make progress with a horse. Hello, I'm Amelia. This is Victor. Victor is a 5-year-old, and I wanted to do a little update on Victor. I did some video of him. It was probably 3 or 4 months ago. I have to look back and check exactly how long it was, but I have some video of like the first time I tried a leg yield and the first time I did the snowman with him, and he's made a lot of progress since then. So I thought it would be fun to just show an updated video of him. He's still young. He still has his good moments, and then his moments where he loses his balance or he loses his attention and his focus. But I love working with young horses because they progress so quickly. They can really make a lot of progress in a short period of time. And then physically, they also develop really quickly. So you'll be able to see kind of how he's starting to change and find his balance and get a little bit more expression and develop in his top line more. So he definitely, it's still very much a work in progress. You know, sometimes he loses his balance, sometimes he loses his attention, and it definitely, when you're riding a young horse as a rider, it's your job to help keep their balance and help keep their attention and help keep their focus. So I've already warmed him up a little bit. I also did some groundwork today because it's Monday, which is not always the best day for Victor because he has Sundays off. He's a horse that needs a lot of consistency, and he needs to get out of his stall and have entertainment. So I'm just going to start out, and I'm going to start by doing some leg yields. And so here, this trot, the balance feels good. I would like a little more push to the front. So can I gently keep him soft, but then say, all right, I want to squeeze him a little bit forward. There, good boy. I'm always thinking of getting the balance, but then opening him up a little. And you'll see later on when I do a stretch circle, you'll see when I stretch him down that he really moves out a lot more. He's still, I feel like, is a little bit tight. Like I'd like him to move a little bit bigger in the trot. So I'm going to start by just doing a leg yield into a 10-meter circle as an exercise for lateral suppleness. Boy, I'm going to turn a little early so I don't go too close to the camera. So just up the quarter line, straight, right leg, left rein, leg yield, right leg, left rein, forward, over, forward. Yeah, that's a little tight. That time was not the best leg yield. So what I felt there is when I put my leg on, he just kind of resisted and then he got wiggly. I wasn't really able to push him over. So I'm thinking on the circle here, keeping him a little off my inside leg. I had a little leg yield feeling on the 10-meter circle, and then I'm just going to repeat it again. So up the quarter line, and then right leg, left rein, right leg, left rein. Good. Right leg, left rein. Stay with me, buddy. Good boy. And a few steps bigger in the trot. That was better. And I'm going to make sure that I can do the leg yield on this side. Good boy. And if I can get it to flow better, supple and give right. Steady in the, supple and give right. There. And a little bit forward. Good boy. And now that I have him feeling better connected from inside leg to outside rein, I'm going to half halt. There. And transition up to the canter. And balance. Good boy. The canter's still the hardest gait for him to balance. Like there, he just lost his balance and broke. So reorganize. Ask again. I've been working on him breaking, but if your horse breaks, like he broke on me there, partially because it's hard to talk and ride him. But if your horse breaks, it's kind of too late. So like with him, there he was almost gonna break again, and I caught it before he broke. But if your horse breaks, it's too late to make a big correction. You gotta just get their balance and ask again, especially on a young horse. If it's an older horse that knows better and they're just being lazy, that's one thing. But on him, there, good boy. If he breaks, it's kind of, I have to take some responsibility for that. Good boy. Now I'm gonna ask for the trot transition. Good boy. And change direction and do the leg yield the other way. Boy. And he still feels very much like a young horse. Like he's super wiggly. He's got a super temperament, but young horses always are more distractible. Like you can see his ears. He's like looking around. What's going on? What's happening? Okay, so this leg yield off my left leg, I'll put in some clips of the first time I was trying to teach him it, because that has been really hard for him to figure out, is left leg to right rein connection. And I'm really proud that he's getting a lot more coordinated, but this is months of consistent training. And I think that people don't realize how much consistent work it takes to really make progress with a horse. And so my advice, you know, if you have a young horse, invest in their training, put the time into them, get them to be with a good trainer, because that sets them up for success in the future. Good boy, buddy. And if you're working with an older horse or any horse, remember that teaching a leg yield, teaching a frame, teaching a transition, all of it takes time. There, good boy. And you can still see there, he wiggles around a bit, but that's so much better. When I first started the leg yields this way, he like would not. Good boy. Up to the canter, rhythm, sit. Good boy. And I'll put in some canter from before, because now I'm starting to feel like I can sit on my seat more. Before, he always just felt like he was pulling me out of the tack. Good boy. And he's starting to find his balance. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. And transition to trot. Boy. Now watch when I stretch him down. Watch what happens to the quality of his trot. So when I stretch him down, can you see how behind the saddle he starts to swing a lot more, and his strides in the trot get a lot freer and bigger? Good boy. So it's gonna be a process. My goal is that when I take him up, I want him to keep this much swing and freedom in his trot, but he's just not quite there yet to balance it. So that's why it's important to stretch your young horses and then see, all right, if I take him a little bit up, can I keep the same quality of trot? Can I keep him soft? There, good boy. And I'm gonna give him a walk break. Good boy. Good boy. So that's a little update on Victor's leg yields and Victor's canter. Once again, he's a super talented, he's a smart young horse. But all young horses, they need consistent training. They need their groundwork. They need time to really develop the muscles, and also to develop the discipline to understand that part of their life is that they come out and they work every day and they have to focus and pay attention. And I think developing that consistency and having the routine with young horses, they start to really like it and enjoy the work. So I hope you like this video of Victor. Comment down below, and I'll also put down there for you, I have a groundwork course of all the groundwork stuff I do with young horses and some other courses that you can check out. So thanks for watching, and I hope you like this video.